The Rockstar biopic is one movie genre that's a proven hit maker, and Hollywood is showing no signs of turning down the music. With Jeremy Allen White starring as Bruce Springsteen in the upcoming Deliver Me From Nowhere, 4 separate Beatles films focused on each member, and a Michael Jackson feature slated for 2026, Access Hollywood is looking back at top actors who portrayed real-life music icons on the big screen.
There's a lot of people saying a lot of things, but in the end, you gotta listen to yourself.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. How does it feel? Turn it down!
Play loud.
Timothée Chalamet earned an Oscar nod and won the SAG Award for his spot-on turn as Bob Dylan in 2024's A Complete Unknown, for which he also did his own singing.
If you go with snowflake storm, where the rivers freeze and summer ends.
For anyone who's gonna hold your attention on a stage, you have to kind of be a freak. You can be beautiful or you can be ugly, but you can't be plain.
To keep her from the howling wind.
And he shared with Access Hollywood's Scott Evans at the Los Angeles premiere about diving into his years-long preparation for the role.
What to you was the part that you needed to nail, that you knew as a performer, as an actor, in order to really bring this story to life?
Yeah, the essence of Bob Dylan, which is a hard thing to capture. I don't know. I love the music that Bob Dylan makes and made, so I connected with it through that. Then I had a great director. You know, it's hard to play an enigma.
Yeah.
What does it mean? It's a big question mark. So this man's a super mysterious figure, the real life figure of Bob Dylan. For those that don't know about him, this movie's a great gateway.
Despite Taron Egerton taking home a Golden Globe for his work as Elton John in Rocketman, many felt that his performance was still overlooked, including the Rocketman himself.
People don't pay to see Reg White. They pay to see Elton John.
Sorry.
I know.
Elton has publicly stated that he thinks Taron deserved an Oscar nomination for the movie, which saw him channel Elton's signature vocals, stage presence, and fashion. And the pair reflected with Mario Lopez at that year's Globes about the moment Elton knew Taron was the right Rocketman for the job.
Elton and David, in fact, were fans of the first Kingsman film, and Elton came and played himself in the sequel, and that's when we first met, and that's when the conversation started.
Rami Malek brought home the Oscar after taking on Freddie Mercury in 2018's fan favorite Bohemian Rhapsody. Though he didn't provide all the vocals as the legendary Queen frontman, his undeniable Freddie look and persona won over audiences and the Academy.
You're a legend, Fred.
We're all legends.
And Rami shared with Access on the red carpet just how intimidating it was to approach the role, and yes, those prosthetic teeth.
It's hard to talk in them, let alone sing in them. And but by the end of it, I got so accustomed to them, and I felt, close to Freddie with them, that I didn't want to take him out. The daunting part is trying to fill his shoes. He is an icon and a hero to so many, and he means so much to every single human being. So I just thought I can try to get as close as I can, but I got to bring something of myself to it too. And that's
you brought a lot of heart.
That's humanity and heart. It's true.
Jennifer Hudson was a no-brainer to play Aretha Franklin in Respect. The Oscar winner's singing chops are perfectly suited for the vocal icon who reportedly selected J. Hud herself for the part years before the project even got underway.
To present Aretha Franklin Day.
You're not about to mess this up for me.
Jennifer is said to have sung live on set instead of her pre-recorded tracks, and she shared with Access her hopes that Aretha, who passed away in 2018, would have been proud of how the film turned out.
I can only hope and pray that she would be proud. I think she would. Her family said they believe she would be proud. And I think as long as she knows it was all from the heart, and all I wanted to do was meet her request, and it just so happened to be my dream to do this.
Kristen Stewart left Twilight fans stunned when she traded Bella Swan for rocker Joan Jett in The Runaways opposite Dakota Fanning. The role was a far cry from the teenage vampire series, and 15 years later, it's easy to see why Kristen and the movie reportedly got an enthusiastic seal of approval from Joan.
I'm Joan Jett. I want to start an all-girl rock band.
Once we met.
We love your look. We are choosing you to be a part of rock and roll history.
We did it.
Mercury Records.
We got signed.
Austin Butler's acclaimed turn as Elvis in director Baz Luhrmann's biopic was an instant classic, which saw him replicate Elvis's moves and signature voice, with Austin even reportedly being unable to shake the accent well after filming.
Everyone once told me that things are too dangerous to say. Sing.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Elvis Presley.
Fans weren't the only ones all shook up over Austin's performance. The actor told Scott Evans about the relief he felt when Elvis's family, including the now late Lisa Marie Presley, couldn't help falling in love with his portrayal.
Are you nervous about the movie coming out? Are you excited about, like, what are your feelings?
I always have nerves, you know, because you never know how any one person is going to react. But to be honest, once Priscilla saw it and Lisa Marie saw it, and then hearing you say what you've said about it, like, suddenly all the people that are close to me, I'm like, they're seeing it and they're liking it, and so I just feel such a relief. And you know, it was terrifying. It was
it
so
terrifying?
Scary every day.
Really?
Yeah, you feel so much pressure. And
to get it right.
To get it right.
Angela Bassett cemented her place on the A-list with jaw-dropping work as Tina Turner in 1993's What's Love Got to Do with It, earning an Oscar nomination and raves from none other than the real Tina, who passed away in 2023.
I'm ready. I'm ready, and I know what I want.
In a heartwarming Instagram tribute, Angela revealed that Tina's final words to her were ones of gratitude for how she approached the role, saying, "You never mimicked me. Instead, you reached deep inside your soul, found your inner Tina, and showed her to the world." Chadwick Boseman preceded his turn as the King of Wakanda in Black Panther with a star-making performance as Godfather of Soul James Brown in Get On Up.
What's wrong, Bassett?
You can't play that like you told us. It doesn't work musically.
Doesn't sound good. Does it feel good? If it sounds good and it feels good, then it's musical.
The actor, who sadly died in 2020 at just 43 years old, previously told Access Hollywood about his celebrated work as other real-life legends, including Jackie Robinson and Thurgood Marshall, and he joked about the one historic figure he wasn't interested in playing.
Do you consciously say to yourself, I want to play these kind of people?
No, I actually consciously say the opposite. And, you know, the only one that I was completely sure about was Jackie Robinson. And I think this took some convincing, and James Brown took some convincing.
Well, you made good choices.
Yeah, so it's the opposite. I think I probably have turned down more biopics than, you know, I wouldn't even try to name how many it is.
Is there anybody you wouldn't do? Like, do you feel like there's been too many Martin Luther Kings? Or
I wouldn't do Harriet Tubman.
That's a good choice.
Late Beach Boys mastermind Brian Wilson got the big screen treatment through Paul Dano and John Cusack in 2014's Love and Mercy, with both actors portraying the songwriter at different stages of life and his well-documented mental health struggles, with Dano taking on the bulk of the musical side, showing Wilson's journey to craft the Beach Boys' ambitious and influential 1966 album, Pet Sounds.
Yeah, get around, run, run. We've all grew up in California. The brothers here, Dennis, Brian, and Carl.
So I listened to those harmonies. I would teach them to my brothers, and we'd all sing. Listen to me, I'm going on and on. What about you, Melinda? Why don't you have a boyfriend?
He broke my heart.
You shouldn't have done that.